As a result of the global pandemic, societies have experienced a profound disruption that has affected the way we work, socialize, move, learn, consume, and protect ourselves. We are in the midst of a pivotal moment in time, navigating through arguably one of the most disruptive periods of change in our recent history. Our pre-crisis strategies cannot capture future market opportunities. Many businesses see the changes coming. Most have been unable to adequately respond. A small group of companies, however, are ahead of the curve. They recognize the openings arising from emerging lifestyle shifts and are taking action to embrace the change. They are forerunners. Today, together with our Regional Managing Director, Alexis Lecanue, we will talk about a key piece of research that Accenture recently completed, which also covers our Middle East region. Welcome, Alexis, and thank you for joining me today. I'm curious to learn your perspective on our recent study that portrays forerunners and recommendations for other companies to navigate the societal shifts we are going through. Let me start with asking, what are the key trends or key societal shifts that emerged pre-pandemic and have been accelerated during this period?
Thanks for setting the context, Sebu, and let me share some views on the pre- and the post-pandemic context. First, we believe that this is a unique moment. The size of the changes at the individual level, corporate level, community level was second to none in the last 18 months. This came with challenges during the pandemic. This should be now considered as a unique opportunity to challenge the previous status quo and to change. Let there be change is what we say now at Accenture. Second, after hearing about the new normal during the pandemic or the never normal, I start to hear a little music about back to normal. I think while we need to recreate a less stressful environment for people, for employees, for customers, at the same time, we need to take advantage of this unique opportunity to change and to build successful businesses in the future. In that context, at Accenture, we recently published a report titled The Rise of the Forerunners. We interviewed more than 1,500 senior executives across 10 industries, 12 countries, including UAE and Saudi. There's 4 attributes that are getting a greater focus going forward. One is human ingenuity, the second one is environment, third one is technology, and the fourth one is well-being. And those were translated into 5 trends that will impact the lifestyle that we need to take into consideration to reshape the future business strategies. One is smarter habitats, the way you interact with your closed environment. Second one is micro-mobility, cheaper, shorter, more cost-effective mobilities around. The third is responsible denizens, shopping local, interacting more with the local ecosystem where you live. The fourth one is health, influencing the way you travel, the way you interact, the way you take some choice on the other industries that were in the past more independent from the health condition and the health environment. And the fifth one is the proliferation of micro-entrepreneurs. We believe those are the 5 that will impact the lifestyle, and those elements of the lifestyle will impact the way we shape business and successful business strategies going forward.
Thank you, Alexis. With these lifestyle changes accelerated during pandemic, do you think companies in the Middle East are ready to redefine their strategies to create impact in the society and grow their business? We are reading this lifestyle change as well.
You know, while I think more than 55% of the executive expected those changes to happen, the reality is that 56% of the company are not currently in Middle East proactively addressing those changes. They are not changing their plan to address those new potential, new opportunity coming in the post-pandemic world. And this is what we need to influence and what we need to drive differently. Middle East has a proven track record of fast technology adoption, of being the most diverse workforce. This is an opportunity in the new world that is coming now.
And why do you think companies are having challenges to redefine their strategies if they are aware of the lifestyle shifts and how these are going to impact the business landscape?
I see mainly 2 reasons for the company not yet embracing those changes. First, most of them are already committed to the original pre-COVID strategy. But now it's a world of new potential for their employee, for their customer, for their ecosystem partner. So revisiting this strategy should become an imperative to be more relevant and more successful in the post-pandemic world. The second reason is some of them are still fighting for survival. The pandemic has increased and has disrupted significant industry, dropping turnover and business opportunity. So in that context, the survival mode was the option for some of them. But now we see a small part, probably around 11% of the respondents of the survey, planning to change. Those are the one we call the forerunners. Those are the ones that will take benefit of the post-COVID to increase their differentiation in their own industry, to capture new market opportunity and new potential. We need to take a close look at them, to support them, and to grow the number of forerunners taking advantage of the post-pandemic opportunities.
Thank you, Alexis. This really sheds light on how future-ready our Middle East firms are and helps us understand why some of them may be lagging in their responsiveness and action towards future business. It would be really interesting to understand what strategies forerunners are considering to prepare for what lies ahead. Can you share with us the key strategies forerunners are following and your recommendations for organizations in the Middle East to prepare for this emerging society?
I think what we are seeing as a common pattern is 4 key strategies. The first one is around talent, more versatile talent, the ability to have a more diverse workforce, the ability to have a more AI augmented workforce. So this is creating a different definition of workforce, and this is part of being relevant in the future. The second pattern we see is around sustainability at the center of your strategy. It should be the purpose, the intent of the business to minimize the negative externality and to maximize within your business the ability to impact positively your ecosystem, the planet, the workforce, the people, the communities, and within the ethic guidelines. The third pattern that we see is mastering innovation, combining human care, new business model, new collaboration, and the latest technology. The ability to bring human care, technology in a combined way that is serving the sustainability purpose is a key ingredient of those successful strategies. And lastly, an important ingredient is the responsible way to use technology. With every new technology wave, there is challenges. The ability to drive a clear, responsible agenda in technology is one of the key ingredients to combine the human factor and the technology factor in an harmonious way going forward.
These strategies and examples continue to illustrate that our society is changing fast. Firms need to accelerate their efforts to meet the moment and cope with the challenges of an ever-changing society. Alexis, how future-ready would you say the Middle East companies are when it comes to awareness of the changes and the need of shifting the business strategies?
Middle East companies are ready. We are proven to be successful in early adoption of technology and in mastering the diversity of workforce in the past. Those are key ingredients to be successful in the future. When we go through the different items of being future ready, we see a good adoption. For example, 29% of the job being AI augmented in the coming year, 15% of the job being automated in the coming years. Even if we are a bit lagging in the reskilling agenda, especially around the technology skills or the social skills, we believe that sustainability is a key ingredient of the strategy already. 57% of the respondents consider that they have sustainable infrastructure top of mind of their agenda, which is a key ingredient of this next wave. Also, 70% of the respondents are currently applying preventive healthcare as an ingredient of the future-ready state. And most of the companies across Middle East are considering security, digital commerce, fintech services as a key ingredient of their strategy going forward. We have good hope that those ingredients will help Middle East companies to address this future challenge that we were describing.
Thank you for sharing these insightful findings, Alexei, about our region. Although much work is to be done for business to be ready to meet the upcoming changes, we do appear to be excited for the future and willing to make the necessary changes. What do you think are the key strategies that companies in the Middle East may inspire from the forerunners on navigating the changes here in the Middle East and globally?
If you assume that the 5 trends that we were describing, micromobility, smart habitat, responsible denizens, health, more influential in the way you travel, in the way you live, and micro-entrepreneurship, like proliferation in the region, there's probably 3 areas of the strategies that you need to focus on. First one is obviously the power of data. The ability to manage the world with data flow second to none will impact cybersecurity, digital commerce, cloud computing. All those elements are key ingredients to revisit in your business strategy. The second one is probably around redefining your stakeholder and redefining the value proposition for the different stakeholders, including, of course, the employee, the customer, the ecosystem partner, all the ingredients that are creating the right and the healthy ecosystem to succeed. And the last component is precisely around the ecosystem, creating solid partnership, not in the mindset of building everything inside, but sometime building, sometime buying, sometime creating the strong partnership to be successful is a key ingredient. And this is what we are considering as the ingredient of a successful business strategy going forward.
Interesting conversation. Thanks so much, Alexei. It is clear that the future market opportunities cannot be captured with pre-crisis strategies. Business must imperatively change their strategies with the times, if not ahead of the curve, in order to ensure societal impact, business continuity, and success.